Good afternoon, everyone. This is Akelitus here, your friendly leader of Korriban. I'm just making a quick video because with the new territory battle, there's a lot of progress everybody needs to make. Getting to Gear 13 is going to be huge, and a lot of us have new characters to gear up. Now, some of our more established players, they do a really good job of resource management, of farming, and some players even put a little bit of money in or a lot of bit of money in. That's totally up to them. Now, there is absolutely zero reason that you have to spend money to get up to speed and get up to speed quick. There are some tips and tricks, and I'm not quite sure why I'm there, but there are some tips and tricks that some of our more established players use to get their stuff geared and farmed and ground out super quick. Now, some of you may have noticed that I personally got 2 Gear 13 characters already. Now, that's not by spending money, but it's by using some of these tricks to get gear and get things quicker than you would normally expect. And this is kind of a pet peeve of mine personally, and I know some others that are like, how does that get done? But there's 4 things that I'm going to talk to you about, maybe 3 and then maybe a 4th, that are really going to up your efficiency at gearing up stuff that you need, as well as stuff that you really just want to try out. Now, the number one greatest source of grinding and gear and character shards is literally just spending energy, not money, spending energy. Now, in most guilds that are attempting to raid and consider themselves solid guilds, they're going to be requiring 600 raid tickets earned, which is pretty much just spending 600 energy daily. Now, you do not need to spend any money on crystals to get this done. The free energy that just random or regularly replenishes, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do, but the free energy that regularly replenishes is enough to get you what you need, as long as you get the 3 payouts of free energy every day. So you'll see here the bonuses to all the energies, they all have payouts. Okay, if you get all of those every day, you will have no problem hitting your 600. Okay? Now, I'm sure somebody's going to fact check me with the math, but if you get all those, you're doing what you need to, your daily 600 is not going to be a problem. Because by doing your dailies, you're also going to get 50 to 75 crystals. Okay, that's by doing Galactic War and by completing daily quests. If for whatever reason you miss an energy refresh or you're like 30 short, a quick energy refresh on just the regular holotable energy will be enough to get you over the 600 mark. Now, I'd recommend that once you hit that 600, you don't spend any more Cantina energy or regular energy. Okay? Save the energy for when the tickets reset. Okay? Get to that 600 and then stop. Don't spend any more energy until reset. If you do that, you will hit your 600 every single day. It takes 10 seconds of logging in all the refreshes and maybe 3 to 4 minutes of just hitting sim all 2 or 3 times a day. This is why some of us get so bent out of shape when we see people only getting 200, 300, because we know how quickly it can get done. Okay, so number one source of gear and grinding is just spending your 600 daily. Okay, get those 600 energy in, and you're good to go. Okay, don't refresh mod energy, don't refresh ship energy. That does not count towards that 600. But use that energy, don't let it just sit there at max. Because when it sits there at max, you are wasting it. Okay? So, number one, use your energy. Get those free energy payouts 3 times a day. The second most important thing is having a solid arena team. If you can finish in the top 100 every single day in arena, you will get 100 to 150 crystals from arena every day. So if you check out the arena, and then we'll check out the prizes, top 100 is 100 crystals. So between that and your daily quests, you can get 150 crystals every single day. Okay? Very easy to do if you stay focused. Okay? Now, obviously the very tip tops of everybody's arena is Darth Revan, Darth Revan, Darth Revan, Darth Revan. He's everywhere right now. But, and you'll see I'm on a launch shard. Okay? I've been playing since, not the beta, but I've been playing since the game launched publicly. And you'll see that even in this top 50, there are plenty of teams that are not Darth Revan. Obviously, he's the easiest thing to get up there. But you'll see we have a couple different versions of a Jedi Knight Revan squad. Okay. And this is a squad that is very accessible now, especially with Jedi Knight Revan coming back around the corner. Excuse me. But also Padme. Padme teams are very effective, and they can get into the top 50 just as easily. Now, it does require 2 legendary characters in Padme and C-3PO, but if you have them, this is a very achievable group. It is one of the most consistent groups that can kill Darth Revan. Okay? And you see here another one, Darth Traya. Darth Traya can still make it into the top 50. Okay? I don't think there's any on my shard. Oh, look, and here's even a 5-star Padme and a 6-star C-3PO, so they don't need to be maxed. And he's using Grandmaster Yoda instead of Ahsoka Tano, which I don't know why, but it is what it is. So there are plenty of teams that you can use to get up here. Okay? I also know that CLS, Commander Luke Skywalker team with Han Solo, C-3PO, Chewbacca, and R2-D2 can get up here into the top 50 just as easily. Jedi Training Rey with her droids can get up here well. R2, BB-8, and any other 2 Resistance or droids. So you can do it. It just takes a little bit of focus and picking a team and sticking with them. Now, those Galactic Republic teams are going to be around for a while. General Grievous can do it too. Okay? Those Grievous teams can also hit up into this top 10. There was one not too long ago that was up there. So, second greatest source or greatest thing you can do to increase your farming is by getting a good squad arena team. Now, as an attachment to that, or as like a sidebar to that, Ship Arena is also part of this arena. Now, the Ship Arena is, in my opinion, the worst part of the game because it's so imbalanced. And here you pretty much have to have Millennium Falcon to get up into the top 50. But you can get into the top 100 without a Millennium Falcon group. My current rank in Fleet Arena is 127, but I run a Sith fleet, and I can get into the top 100. You know, I can beat Millennium Falcon teams about 50% of the time. There's also Geonosians that can do it. You can do it with Galactic Republic. Like, every capital ship can hit up there. They just may not all be able to stay up there. So, along with your squad arena, if you want to and you have the ships, do the ship arena too. If you can get top 50 in the ships, that should be, 50 crystals every day that you can get? Yep. And you'll see that those that are doing well, if you can finish top in both arenas, you're going to get 900 crystals a day, which for those of you that think crystals equals money, 900 crystals, that's almost $10 worth of crystals every single day by completing your arena attacks. So do that. Also will help you to farm the gear you need to do whatever you want to do. Now, the third thing is one that more veteran players are using more for a couple of reasons. One, they have extra characters laying around. They have just a whole bunch of surplus of stuff that they've got saved that others don't really need anymore. And everything that means, or everything that goes back to that, is the shard shop, okay, or the shard store. This store is great for top end or hard to farm gear. I've personally been getting a lot of gear 12 finishers and stuff out of here. Ooh, actually, I want to get that here real quickly. But the shard store is phenomenal for getting rare gear. Now, to do that, you need to finish up and get the most important characters from all the other shops. Okay, like the Cantina store battles. Okay, here's some characters that are basically useless now. They're not really used anymore. Qui-Gon Jinn, you don't need to farm him up. Stormtrooper, don't need to farm him up. Hoth Rebel Scout, don't need to farm him up. Mob Enforcer, don't need him. Jedi Knight Guardian, don't need her. Jawa Scavenger, Pow, Biston, don't need them. So don't spend your Cantina currency to get them unless you really, really want to have them for your collection. But if you're just worried about gearing up, don't get them. Okay, you need things like Ahsoka Tano's, 5s, Chopper. Once those are 7 stars, spend your stuff here to get shard shop currency. Okay, and fun fact, the ships are worth more. Not much more, but they are worth more. And the guild store also, plenty of characters down here that you don't necessarily need to farm, but this guild store is also a good place to get high-end gear. So if you have time, hit the raids. Don't just let everybody else finish it and get last. Get that currency so you can buy the gear. The Squad Arena store, same thing. So many of these characters are what CG is called legacy characters. They don't see any action. They're not needed. So you don't have to spend the currency to get them. So just, again, buy the things that you don't need, or buy the ones that you already have 7-star, so you can transfer that to shard shop currency. Same thing in the Galactic War store. Okay, once the stuff is maxed out, buy those so that you can go to the shard store, convert it to shards, and then buy the gear that you need. Oops, I need one more. So K2SO, I've already got him maxed. So this is the third thing that veteran players do to get their gear, that high-end gear. Okay, the shops are where the majority of your gear is going to come from once you stop farming characters. Okay, so 3 things. Do your 600 daily, work on arena teams, and maximize your shard store currency. Okay, and that's by finishing up the farms you need in the shops so that you can convert that straight to currency. Okay, now the 4th tip that may or may not be useful is one thing that I do myself. I pick one Cantina farm. Well, Cantina is pretty much only for characters. But for the tables, the light side and dark side tables, I pick at most 2 characters I'm going to farm. Okay, and I don't refresh. Okay, so I would be farming Emperor Shuttle, and I would be farming the Xanadu Blood. Okay, once that 200 energy is gone and those 5 are there, I'm done. I spend the rest on gear. Okay, if you're in a crunch and you really, really need a character, then maybe refresh once. It's 25 crystals, not that big of a deal, and then focus just 1 instead of 2. But I would recommend not spending anything more than 200 of this energy farming shards. Use the rest to farm gear, because that's a very important source of gear for you as well. Okay, so don't be farming 8 or 9 characters at a time. Limit it to 2 in, like, it doesn't have to be 1 light side, 1 dark side. It's just, I like to be balanced like that. So if everybody can do this, you will notice a drastic increase in your ability to farm gear. Now I look at my personal guild and I see people sitting at 400, 500, 1,000 arena rank average, and I know those people are not farming. I know those people are not getting the most they can out of their roster. You know, an aside being if people want to spend money, or if they want to run like a really fun squad, like I know one person in our guild, he runs bounty hunters. Not anywhere close to the meta, but he's focused on them, he's got the max, he's got their zetas, and he hits top 200, if I remember correctly. So he's still doing a good job. So focus on those squad arenas, get your 600 done, and max out the shard stores, okay? Or the different stores, and you can convert that to shard store currency, and you will see a drastic increase in your gear farming. I can guarantee you that that's the way you're going to do it to be able to hit all those goals that you have set for yourself, okay? So real quickly, again, 600 daily, arenas, stores. Okay, and then an optional 4th, limit your shard farms, limit your character farms, so that you can get the gear. Because chances are, the gear is holding you back more than the character shards. Alright, so keep those things in mind. Korban and the rest of the Rebellion, happy farming. I'll see you guys shortly.